Good morning. Happy Monday. And I'm back. Today's topic is the biggest thing that held me back from stepping out on my own from the public education arena. Okay, so I know that's a big loaded title, but before we get started, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Andrea Oram. I am a music teacher. I am a new music teacher mentor. So I help new people who are like, what in the world am I getting into? I feel I either got a degree and I don't really know what I'm doing, or I didn't get a degree in music education. And here I am plopped into a music position or a situation like a church choir or something where I don't really know what I'm doing. Help! So I help a lot of people like that. And I also love to teach voice lessons and help people with using their speaking and singing voice in a way that makes them feel like fully themselves, but also is really healthy for their voice. So with all that stuff out of the way, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about that because that is really important to being like, hey, who is this lady? Like, who is she? What is she doing here? And why is she talking about stepping out of the public education arena, right? Why is she talking about that kind of stuff? But also, I wanted to call out the elephant in the Strength Train Your Voice group. So that is the group where I serve. If you're watching from there, great. If you're not watching from there, you can check out the link in the description of this video, and you can find the group that way. But I just wanted to call out the elephant and say, hey, I know I have been gone a little bit from my daily Facebook Lives, and we had some illness go through, and I had responsibilities with some of my teaching things going on that I need to get up on. And so, it's like one of those things where you sometimes fall off the consistency train, but I want to encourage you, if that's you because this happens to all of us, I feel like at some point or another, where we're like really well-meaning and we want to do something and we want to be there for a certain commitment to be created, but then we make a mistake or we fall off, right? And I want to encourage you that it's never too late to get back on. It's never too late to say, I'm back in. I'm all in and I'm ready to go and run again. And so that's where I'm at. I'm ready to be here, ready to run, ready to serve you and to help you with the questions that you have, with the questions you don't know you have yet, and finish getting ready some really awesome things I'm working on behind the scenes for you guys. So just wanted to let you know we're back to daily Facebook Lives. So you can expect to see me Monday through Friday between 8:30 and 8:45 is usually when I pop in. Sometimes a couple minutes earlier if I have to run out the door to a teaching gig or later that day or something like that. So usually it'll be 8:30 to 8:45. If you want to try and catch me earlier, once in a while it might be earlier, but then you can just catch the replay and comment #replay like you can now. If you're not watching live, you should comment #replay and let me know what you're excited about for this week. If it's just getting through the week of teaching and you're like, whew, I just need a break, that is okay. I want to hear that in the comments because so many of us are there, and it helps with solidarity to just say that, to just throw that out there and be like, yep, I'm there, and that's okay. But some of us might be really looking forward to some family engagements or other things this week. So let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to this week. All right, let's get to our content. The biggest thing that held me back from stepping out on my own. It was my belief that I could step out on my own. Let me say that again. The biggest thing that held me back from stepping out on my own to teach, not in a system of any sort, but to teach for myself and be my own boss, be my own, control of what happens and how often it happens and all those pieces, was belief in myself that I could. So that was the biggest thing that held me back. I'll let you in on a secret of a couple other things that held me back too. So first thing was belief that I could. And spoiler alert, now I believe that I can. Partly that's because I learned from a really awesome mentor named Martha Krejci all about belief and all about mindset. And I know you don't want to hear mindset, right? And you're like, come on, really? That's a buzzword. But really, our mind is a huge gift. In my opinion, it's a gift from God given to us to be a blessing or to be asleep and hinder us, really, ultimately. And so if we use that tool, that big mastermind of a blessing, well, we can do so much in this world and make such a huge impact. If we don't really tap into that, that huge blessing, that huge brainstorm, that huge, amazing gift, then we're missing out. We're missing out on our impact. We're missing out on what we can do in the world. We're missing out on all the gifts that God, in my opinion, God has given us to bless others with and to bless ourselves, truly. I mean, I feel like I am so blessed every day to live this life that I live. But I also bless like a couple hundred other people in the process. And it is so beautiful. And I can't wait to bless even more people down the road. Sorry, that was a little bunny trail, but I guess I got excited about it. My point is, our mind is powerful. And if you tap into that, that beauty of that powerful mind that you have been gifted, watch out, world. It's going to be crazy awesome. So if you tap into that and say, I can, to things that maybe you're scared to do, watch and see how much you can grow and learn. I have done so many things in the past year and a half that I never, ever expected I would do. And that's not even related to teaching as much. I've co-authored 2 books, 2 international bestsellers. Like, what? I never expected that when I stepped out of the public education arena and said I wanted to teach on my own. But here we are, right? And it's just been amazing to see. I mean, I've also created some journals that are available on Amazon. I have been able to teach from home and as well as teach in other places. I don't stay home that much. I'm actually out of the house 4 out of 5 days a week, even though I don't teach in a public school, So like I'm able to bless people and not feel like a hermit at home. And yes, I'm an introvert and I need my time, but I love being out and being with people. And I'm with lots of people all week. So some of those myths that I was telling myself of like, oh, that won't be nearly as fun as I think it could be, or I don't really want to do it that way. I don't want to teach only private lessons. That's not my only like sweet spot. That's not my favoriteest thing to do, right? My favorite thing to do is to teach groups. I love teaching private lessons. I'm good at those too, but I want to do more like with groups. And once I let my mind brainstorm that and really go, ooh, that's an idea that could work, or ooh, I could do it that way, then I was able to say, I think we can. And I'm going to learn, I'm going to go in with an open mind and learn the things that I need to learn in order to get to that point, in order to say, I think I can. Now I just need to learn the tools, learn the actual details of certain things, like the business side of things and the planning side of things. Because spoiler alert, you have to plan like 6 to 8 months ahead of where you are constantly. So it's a little bit crazy, but if you learn the tools you need to be able to be successful in it, you totally can, right? So, and a big piece of that was the mindset, the belief in myself that I could do that. And I learned a lot of, like I said, I learned a lot of that from my mentor, Martha Krejci. She actually has a tool, a course that she's created called Big Think that would be a perfect fit for you if you're like, I really need some work in this area. I really need to grow in being able to believe that I can do things like you're talking about, because that just seems like a foreign world to me. So if you're interested in that, you can go check out the link in the description of this video, because just to look at it, take a peek, see if it's for you. I do happen to know that she's going to be putting it on sale this week. So so if you're like, wow, I do really want to see of that, I'm really interested in what that looks like for me, come back and I will put the code for the discount in the comments or in the description so that you can access that once she sets it on sale. So sneak peek, she's going to do that. It's going to be super exciting. And I'm super excited for those of you who are really ready to jump in and say, I need to work on this, and I will reap the benefits 7 to 10-fold if I'm able to really tap into the power of my mind and my belief and my thinking power, because that's true. I was like, are you sure that's true? It really is. So, oh man, look at the time. I need to get going pretty quick here, but I just wanted to give you one more thing that held me back as kind of a bonus, okay? My bonus thing that held me back was my belief that other people were going to think certain things about me. Let me say that again, because it sounds like a little convoluted. My belief that other people were going to think, like coworkers and stuff, were going to think certain things about me because of my choice. Now, think about that a sec. I wasn't even sure that they were thinking those things. They had not told me that they were thinking those things about my choices or my potential, my almost choices. And yet I was still concerned that so-and-so was going to think this about me just because of a choice I made. And you know what, friends? That doesn't matter at all. I'm serious. If somebody is going to think something about your choice, why are you giving them that kind of power in your mind, in your thinking, in your brain, in your decision-making process? I've learned, I've gotten way better at saying, this is my family, my life, my goals, my dreams, and I'm going to do what's best for my family. And what's best for my family is making an impact in the world in a way that I never dreamed, making an income that I never dreamed, so that I can serve and care for my family and other people in a way I never dreamed I would be able to do. And that's the truth. So if you're in that place, maybe you need to work on that mind, that thinking power, but ultimately go for it. Step out, be brave. And if you need a little bit of support, a little bit of hand-holding on that, reach out. I'd love to connect with you. Reach out. You can comment. You can message me if you're like, I just need this to be a little more personal. Go for it. I'm here for you. So, oh man, so exciting. I will catch you tomorrow. I'm so ready to be back, and I'm looking forward to how much we're going to learn and grow together. So, catch you later. Bye for now.